Life is too short for long-term grudges. When something is important enough, you do it even if the odds are not in your favor. Some people don't like change, but you need to embrace change if the alternative is disaster. Patience is a virtue, and I'm learning patience. It's a tough lesson. If you're trying to create a company, it's like baking a cake. You have to have all the ingredients in the right proportion. I think there should be regulations on social media to the degree that it negatively affects the public good. It's okay to have your eggs in one basket as long as you control what happens to that basket. I think it matters whether someone has a good heart. We're running the most dangerous experiment in history right now, which is to see how much carbon dioxide the atmosphere can handle before there is an environmental catastrophe. Starting a business is not for everyone. Starting a business, I'd say, number one is have a high pain threshold. I think you should always bear in mind that entropy is not on your side. I always invest my own money in the companies that I create. I don't believe in the whole thing of just using other people's money. I don't think that's right. There have to be reasons that you get up in the morning and you want to live. Why do you want to live? What's the point? What inspires you? What do you love about the future? It's very important to like the people you work with. Otherwise, your job is going to be quite miserable. Any product that needs a manual to work is broken. The value of beauty and inspiration is very much underrated, no question. But I want to be clear, I'm not trying to be anyone's savior. I'm just trying to think about the future and not be sad. If humanity doesn't land on Mars in my lifetime, I would be very disappointed. I really do encourage other manufacturers to bring electric cars to market. It's a good thing. I say something, and then it usually happens. Maybe not on schedule, but it usually happens. I don't create companies for the sake of creating companies, but to get things. Tesla is here to stay and keep fighting for the electric car revolution. If we drive down the cost of transportation in space, we can do great things. I think we are at the dawn of a new era in commercial space exploration. When Henry Ford made cheap, reliable cars, people said, "Nah, what's wrong with a horse?" That was a huge bet he made, and it worked. We are the first species capable of self-annihilation. The problem is that at a lot of big companies, process becomes a substitute for thinking. You're encouraged to behave like a little gear in a complex machine. Frankly, it allows you to keep people who aren't that smart, who aren't that creative. The factory is the machine that builds the machine. I'd rather be optimistic and wrong than pessimistic and right. If something's important enough, you should try, even if the probable outcome is failure. If you get up in the morning and think the future is going to be better, it is a bright day. Otherwise, it's not. People work better when they know what the goal is and why. It is important that people look forward to coming to work in the morning and enjoy working. People should pursue what they're passionate about. That will make them happier than pretty much anything else. Great companies are built on great products. When I was in college, I wanted to be involved in things that would change the world. Really, the only thing that makes sense is to strive for greater collective enlightenment. I think that's the single best piece of advice. Constantly think about how you could be doing things better and questioning yourself. I think we have a duty to maintain the light of consciousness to make sure it continues into the future.